Yeah. Hey guys, I'm still going to do that video with the herbs. So don't think that I have forgotten because I have not. And I just got up too, so forgive me if I'm not to my normal quote unquote perfection. However, I went to the Earthbound store. Hey, peace and love to you too. I went to the Earthbound store with my daughter before she went to Japan. She's in Tokyo right now. She's in the military. She's been trying to get to Japan for the longest time, ever since she was like in the fifth grade. So she's finally there. Hey, she's finally there. No makeup. I still got on this shit from last night. So sorry, guys. Y'all get me in the raw. So anyway, we went to the Earthbound store yesterday. No, day before yesterday. Day before yesterday. Because she left Wednesday. Yeah. So anyway, we went to Town East Mall. And we went to Town East Mall in Mesquite, which is about 15 minutes from my house. I don't like driving. I hate fucking driving. Um, I guess that's why I married a truck driver, right? Thank you, Ann. I appreciate the compliment. So anyway, while I was there, I always like sharing, and I'm gonna start doing it a lot more. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to start going on the road a little bit. Um, I'm going to start going on the road a little bit with my husband like I did last summer. I'm going to go this summer as well with him because I love going on the road, especially when we get to stop at different other metaphysical stores and botanicas and stuff like I was doing last summer. I rode with him last summer in Kansas, and he took me somewhere everywhere. And I always found like some type of botanical or something that for us to go to. I'm sitting in my den area. Oh, thank you. It's one of those little slutty outfits, They said I'm a thought, so yeah, I'm a thought for my husband. Good morning from Mexico. Speaking of being a thought, just real quick, for the record, because a lot of people, I think they have misinterpreted some things that I've said. When I met my husband was married, right? My husband was living with his mom. He was separated. Um, so I didn't know him as a married man, being at home, being a husband and stuff like that. I didn't know him like that. I just knew him as a person who his wife had cheated on him, had been cheating on him. She never had to work a day in her life. And he had been providing for her and providing very well. He had bought her, they had maybe 2 or 3 houses he purchased in the run of their 20-year marriage. He had been married to her since he was 19 years old. Um, he's one of them good guys, okay? My husband don't really talk about people. He don't get into it with nobody. He a hard working guy, and he wanted the family. He wanted the family because he saw how his mom and stuff. Thank you, Sassy Sarah. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, baby. He wanted he wanted to be a provider for his family. And he thought he was trying to do the right thing with her. He married her at 19. Um, and she never had to work. He just wanted her to stay at home and be a good wife. And he was a truck driver. She cheated on him all the time because he wasn't at home. And the more he wasn't at home, the more I guess they became whatever. To the point where she have a whole nother relationship with somebody else. But he's still paying all the bills. And then one day it came to a head. And he never had any solidified proof the last time until her cousin said, "Hey, I didn't know you guys weren't together anymore." And he was like, "What you talking about?" And he was like, "Oh, I saw her at the club with another dude." And so he went home and he asked her, and she said, yes, that was true. And so he said, "Give me 2 weeks and I'm gonna leave." At that point, he moved to his mom's house. I met him maybe 3 or 4 months after that. Okay. When I met him, my husband was very broken, very broken. My husband wouldn't even sit up. He had a bend. He had a bend when he like that. He just kind of cowered over. And when I met him, I actually knew his brother from high school, and we were all in this high school group together. So I knew of him, but I didn't know him. And through the process of the last couple of years before we actually met, we was cool in the group. But I didn't know that we knew all the same people, but we knew all the same people, right? Okay. Y'all with me so far? Okay, cool. So then he reached out to me because I was going through a separation as well with my ex-husband. And my post became kind of dark because that's where I was at that time. And he reached out to me and he was just like saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And I was like, "What the fuck you want? Get out my fucking inbox. I don't need no greedy motherfuckers in my..." Oh God. It was like that, right? That's how I was handling him. But he was like, "No disrespect. I just noticed that you had posted something and many blessings to you, blah, 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 blah." And so, and I've told this story like 100 times. So I don't know why this is after that I'm a thot and I sleep with married men. I do not. My husband was married, but he was not with his wife. They was separated because she cheated, not him. Okay. He was living with his mama. And so, excuse me. So, yep, that's pretty much it. So, oh, this is a little cup that my daughter gave me from Korea. So anyway, probably a few months after that, hey Germany, thank you, Misha. So pretty much a little bit after that time, um, I really started going through some shit with my husband, and so I moved out of my house and I went and got a very small house, right? And so he hit me up again, just out of the blue, like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "What? What do you want?" And he was just like, "I'm just checking on you." And I was like, "Leave me alone." So that is what happened, right? So a little bit later on, maybe another month or two, he would say, "Good morning, how you doing?" I know, that's that Taurus. Like, I'm in pain, leave me the fuck alone, right? And so a couple of months after that, I noticed that he stopped saying, "Hey, how you doing?" And it wasn't every day, but he stopped. And I was like, "Why he ain't doing it no more?" Why he ain't saying hi no more? So I reached out to him, right? And so the funny thing about before I reached out to him, because I'm not gonna let anybody tarnish or ugly up what what he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So um, literally, I was going through. I know, right? I was going through my Facebook. I was just bleaching my daughter's hair, and I was going through my Facebook, and I saw his profile. He had changed his profile pic. And so when I was trying to scroll past it, my fucking phone got stuck. This literally is what the fuck happened, right? My phone got stuck. And I was like, I can't get off this fucking picture. I'm hitting this bitch. I can't get off the fucking picture. I can't get off. Why I can't get off his picture? And the only thing that it would let me do is it would let me minimize my screen where I can get to my messages, but it wouldn't let me scroll past his picture, right? So I turned my phone off because I was like, damn, this goddamn cheap ass phone tripping. Because I had that Note 2, that's how far this go back, or the Note 3 or some shit like that, right? Before I went to the iPhone, because I'm an iPhone user now. Look at Prada up there. Yeah, girl. Hey, mommy. Good Prada. Okay. So then my phone come back up and it come up on his motherfucking picture. And I was like, damn, am I supposed to be like, well, happy birthday, Majestic? So I was like, let me fucking let me just fucking message him. So literally all I say is, hey, how you doing? Hi, North Carolina. And he was like, hey, how you doing back? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I noticed that, you hadn't been, reaching out to me. You doing all right? Look at me now. I got to eat a little crow, as my mother would say. And he was like, well, yeah, I kind of backed off because you just seemed like I was bothering you. And, I started dating somebody else. You, are you single? I was like, are you single? He's like, well, no, I'm married, but I'm separated. I'm like, in my mom's house right now because it's just me. I'm just trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. And I was like, I could feel it. I could feel it. I could feel that. So I was like, well, do you want my number? You want to talk? And he was like, sure. Not knowing that that's the stinky girl that he was dating, the stinky lady that he was dating, and he had just left her alone or whatever, and everything had aligned. And so I was like, would you like my number? And he literally said, I never thought that you would ask. I would love to have your number. So before I could type it in, he didn't call me. So I say hello, and he goes, oh my God, your voice is beautiful. It's just like I imagined. And I was like, lame. I was like, oh God, he gonna be lame. He gonna be lame as fuck. But that goes to show you how people, how we so used to fucked up as people. I know, we so used to fuck relationships. Niggas that's not gonna chase us, excuse me. Men that's not gonna chase us, men that's not gonna be nice to us, men that's not gonna tell us stuff, men that's not going to speak into our life, men that's not going to accept us, men that we have to do all the work for. And so after we got through talking and stuff, and I think we talked on the phone for like a couple of hours, and he a truck driver, and he was in Chicago. And so during this time, in Dallas, it never fucking snows, hardly ever, right? I gotta let Damon tell you the backstory of the Stinky. She was a praise dance teacher. Let me finish this one first. So literally, we got through talking and stuff, and so this is me because I'm doing a test. I wanted to test to make sure. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So literally, he said, well, I'll be back Sunday. And I said, okay. And I was like, well, let's go to lunch. Right? I said that because, Tauruses are very bold. And he said, okay, well, we can go to lunch. We can go to lunch. And I was like, okay. But I kind of asked him, could we go to lunch on a Sunday when it was snowing? Because I did not believe, to be honest, that he was going to show up. Again, because you so used to fucked up stuff, it's very hard to really believe that somebody really gives a fuck about you. They really don't know you, but they just know you. You know what I'm saying? So Sunday come, it's like foot up to my fucking ankles. And the snow is up like to my ankles. And so I'm like, he is not gonna show up. So this is what he said to me. He said, I'm a truck driver. I can drive in any kind of weather. Okay then, well let's see. I was like, okay, well, let's see then. So he showed up. So there's like all this motherfucking snow is ice on my porch and shit. He rings the doorbell, he opened it, and I open the door, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I didn't realize that he was that heavy, but then again, who gives a fuck, right? Because you can change that. You can lose a little weight, which he did. He lost like 40 fucking pounds. You just need somebody to believe in you, too. You understand what I'm saying? So, we walking out, right, and it's snowing. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking fall. I got these goddamn heels on. I'm trying to be cute and shit. They gonna fucking break that goddamn ankle. So I had asked God, and I'm saying God, G-O-W, G-O-W-D, G-O-D. That's what that bitch said. I ain't had no education, even though I have a degree. But anyway, I asked God, I said, if I said, if he's for me, I want him to say something to me that I have to know that it's you. Like, I have to know that you had a hand in him being in my life, because I'm a Taurus and I'm fucking hard-headed and I'm stubborn as fuck. So I need a sign of a sign of a sign of a sign of another sign plus one more sign, another sign plus several signs, okay? Because I'm hard-headed as fuck. I'm stubborn as fuck. When my mind gets set on something, it is what it is. So literally, we was walking out the door and he said, let me help you. And he kind of puts he said he takes my hands and put it around his neck. He said, I'm gonna lift you up. And he said, thank you, Shane. Thank you. Peace and blessings to you too. He said, I'm not going to let you fall. Just hold on to me. I'll never let you fall. Just trust me. I was like, okay. So he gets me to the car. He politely puts me down on my feet. And he opens up the door and he put me in the car, literally, and put my seatbelt on me. I was like, okay, he's still lame. Fuck this shit. And he weird. Why he touching me like this? Because again, we're not used to anybody doing anything for us or being sweet to us or being nice to us. Them the niggas that we call ourselves trying to fuck over and do bad because we feel like he ain't man enough. Right? Okay. So it takes us, it seemed like forever to get the razzoos. So we get the razzoos finally, and he walks around the car, opens the door for me, and the same thing he said to me when we was at my house, he says it to me about the car. He said, it's just a short distance, but it's okay. I'm not going to let you fall either, okay? Okay. So when we walk into Razoo's, everybody like, oh, girl, oh my God. And I was like kind of embarrassed because, again, I'm not used to, let me say this, I'm not used to attention anyway. Regardless of how I look, I'm not used to anybody really paying attention to me. I don't really go anywhere, and I always try to hide in the shadows, which is really surprising that I'm even doing this because I normally hide in the shadows all the time. I don't really be out. I don't really go anywhere like that. My daughter used to get mad in high school because I had to take her back and forth to school, and I didn't like doing it. So we're eating our dinner and everything, and we talking and stuff. And keep in mind, the 2 days from when we initially talked to when we went out on our first date, um, it was crazy because we had talked so much. It was as if I had known him from another life, from another lifetime. I can't even fucking explain it. And I tried to put all my dirty laundry out there because I was really trying to run him off. I think a part of me was trying to test him and run him off so that I would think that he would leave, because that's what I was used to men doing, either using me and being there or leaving. I'm not a whore in the sense of um, I done ran through a whole bunch of niggas and a whole bunch of niggas that ran through me, because that ain't true. That's just not what I do. And I hate that somebody would fucking say that. That's not what the fuck I've ever done. I mean, who ain't dated and shit? And if you ain't fucked the nigga you dating, then, I mean, that's your choice, right? So anyway, we sitting at the table, and this is the crazy part. So we sitting at the table. I'm on my second cocktail because, you know, Tyrus is like to drink. Should have been a Pisces because them motherfuckers is drunks too. So anyway, we sitting at the table, and I'm on my motherfucking second drink. He is not even drinking, I don't think, because my husband's not a big drinker. So I'm on my second drink, and he looks at me and says, I just want to let you know that I'm not dating you to just date you. I'm dating you to marry you. On the first fucking date? You just gonna unload this shit on me like this? Thank you, K-Dub. I'm like, bro, crazy as fuck. And I was like, excuse me a minute, let me go to the restroom. So I text my homegirl and I was like, bitch, this nigga drive a motherfucking Ford Taurus. I think this bitch a 2012 or 2013. I don't know the motherfucking year, bitch. But this what I need you to do. I don't have a license plate number, but this is his phone number. And I didn't send her his name, so look him up on fucking Facebook, because if this nigga fucking kill me or something, I need you to know that I was with his motherfucking ass and this nigga crazy. Cause he just said this motherfucking shit that he talking about he the guy told him I was his wife and all this shit on the first date. Bro, you got me fucked up because you ain't gonna kill me and take my skin and shit. I don't know why you a truck driver. I don't know what, now I'm confused. Now I'm nervous. So after I done talked to her and she like telling me to calm the fuck down, she was like, bitch, he is not gonna kill you. He might strangle you, but you can fight, bitch, fight. And I was like, okay, bitch, all right, I'm gonna fight. I'm ready. Let me sober up. Let me put some water on my face, cause I don't know what the fuck fist to happen in snowing too. This nigga fist to get me, cause don't nobody talk to nobody like this. I know this some bullshit. Don't nobody talk to nobody like this. All right, so I go back to the table. He was like, are you all right? Is everything okay? Do you want something else to drink? No. Hell no, I want nothing to drink. As a matter of fact, bring me some fucking coffee. Do y'all make coffee here at Razoo's? No, man, we don't make coffee for shit. Well, bring me some motherfucking water. Don't put no ice in it, because I need to pee. Because I need to piss this shit out. I need to break the seal, and I need to pee because this nigga just said some shit that done fuck me up. So... So after we get in the car, the date, we done had, shit. And I'm like sitting by the door in the window just a little bit too much because now I'm kind of nervous about everything that this motherfucker done said. And I'm just like, so then he said, I don't want to take you home yet. First of all, nigga, it's snowing. You done already said some scary shit to me. And now you talking about you don't want to take me home yet? And then he said, relax, baby. He said, just let me woo you. And I'm like, this nigga is spreading the shit on so thick. This nigga is so lame. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking, because, again, we are not used to people being nice to us. As women, we are the ones that are used to having to chase the men and do all the fucking work with the men. We not used to them pursuing us like it's really supposed to be. So I was like, well, what do you want to do? Yes, he's a Capricorn, and yes, he was extra as fuck. Oh, kid, you want to send? Well, I don't really know how this goes. I don't know if you pick a man or I don't know, but I'll tell y'all if you want to make a donation. And you, of course, you don't have to do that. But anyway, you just can go to my website, and it's www.magicalladyduchess.com, and that's MAGICKAL. Go to the online store, and it has donations like $1, $5, 10, whatever. So anyway, and I was like, well, let's go to the movies. So we go to the movies. I don't remember what fucking movie that we went and saw. And then after the movies, he was like, I still don't want to take you home. I just don't want this day to end. Now, I'm looking at it as he's crazy as fuck. But he's looking at it like I finally have somebody that I'm connecting to and that I want. And because he told me that he had been looking at me since, him and his wife had separated, you know what I'm saying? And he had noticed me before, and, he wanted to get to know me. So the opportunity that was presented to him, he was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna jump on it. And I'm gonna smash the gas, because that's what the fuck he did. I wasn't used to nobody smashing the gas for me. So we went to the movies, and he was like, I can't take you anywhere else. Do you need some groceries? Do you need? I was like, bro, just take me home now. Fuck this shit now. Just take me to the house. So we get to the house. This nigga taking the scenic route and everything. And so we sit in his car. We in front of my house. I'm like, oh, thank God. And so let me be like really, really clear. I don't bring men around my daughter. And let me be even clearer than that. I have been married. And that's why this is so funny to me about calling me a hoe. I have been married pretty much my whole adult life. I have never been single. I have literally went from one relationship in marriage to another one. I've never been single. So how can somebody who really ain't never been single be a hoe? Now, I've had times of separation from my own marriage, You know what I'm saying? But I've never been single. I've always been in a relationship. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell people how to be single because that's not something that I really know nothing about. So that's the part that's funny to me. These people that's talking about me really don't know my business or me. So how can I be a hoe if I've always been married? So anyway, he walks me up to the door and I was like, you know what, you can come in. During this time, my father was dying of cancer. And um I had moved him in with me so I could take care of him. It was me and my daughter that was 15 at the time. She's 21 now. Um, so my daughter never really liked anybody, not even my ex-husband. She never liked him. So Damon come walking through the house and she's walking from the kitchen and she was like, hey. And he was like, I was like, this Damon, first date that she meet him, and she ain't never met nobody but the person that I was with. Like, literally. Like, I don't introduce her to men. So my daddy goes, Kia? And I was like, yeah, daddy. And he was like, come here. So I said, you know what? Come on. You can see my daddy too. So he walks in my dad's room, because I moved my daddy in with me, you know, to take care of him, because I didn't want nobody else taking care of him but me. Um, So I walk in and he walks in behind me. And the first thing that my husband says to my dad is, hey, young man, how you doing? My dad ain't never liked nobody that I've ever dated or uh, brought around. Even when I was a teenager, he never liked nobody. And my dad's birthday is December the 20th. And he always just told it like it was. My daddy was a Geechee man, you know, Louisiana down, Geechee man. Light colored eyes, light skin, all that shit down. That was my daddy. So when my husband literally walks in and he says, hey, young man, how you doing? My daddy sits up in the bed and starts laughing. My daddy had been in pain, and earlier that morning he had almost fell. And he begged me just to go on a date. And I said, Daddy, what's so funny? He said, he called me a young man. I'm 86 years old. My daddy was 86, right? And my dad said, how you doing? He said, I'm doing all right, sir. He was like, you know, I had the privilege of taking your daughter on a date. And I'm thinking, this nigga is lame. And I thought my daddy was going to say something smart and fucked up because my daddy always got something smart to say about every motherfucking thing. My daddy said, well, did y'all enjoy yourself? And my husband was like, yeah, we did. He said, I look forward to, you know, taking her out again. And so I walked out the room and he shook my dad's hand. I'm telling you what happened. That's what I was doing. Winfield, Louisiana. So, I go in the kitchen. So my daughter was, because I asked him if he wanted something to drink, and my daughter was like, "I'll get it. You'll get it. Your little mean ass don't want to help." You know, she a Leo. She a Leo. Y'all already know them Leo. Them could be some cunts. CUNTS. Yeah, I said it. Some cunts. I'm tired of trying to refrain how I usually talk to y'all because this is what made y'all fucking fuck with me in the first place because I try my best to be real as possible, right? She could be a cunt. Oh my God, them Leos could be a cunt. Oh, them some mean bitches. Oh God, them some mean bitches. So she going there get him some water and she was like, you want something to eat? Mama had made some gumbo earlier and I was like, this little bitch is offering him something to eat. What the fuck is going on in this house? I was like, so he ate some of my gumbo. He was like, oh, you can really cook and da 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 da. And I was like, thank you, thank you. And so he was getting ready to leave because, you know, I was just like, wow, I was overwhelmed, but I wanted him to leave. And then, because it's just too much, I got to process this. You know, I'm a fucking Taurus. We don't adjust well to change. We don't adjust well to change, like, at all. So I have to, like, absorb this shit that didn't happen because this is just too much motherfucking shit going on at one time. I don't know if I'm in a fucking Twilight Zone or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know, because my daughter's mean as fuck. Hell, she mean to me. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Normally, she be like, and then, and be big boxing and shit. You know, they be, that's the shit she was going through that phase. So I walk him to the front door and he gives me a hug and then we kiss. And it was like magic because I could have gave him some pussy right there. I ain't gonna even lie. I could have gave him some pussy because he kissed. I was like, look at you kissing this shit. Look at you. And it was almost like there was like electricity or something when his lips touched mine. And I was like, I must be horny. I don't know. But he got some pretty lips. And he got some pretty light colored eyes. I think I'm gonna give him some pussy. So anyway, that's what I was just thinking in my head. I'm fucking him. I'm gonna fuck him and see, if I need to, move on this or not. So keep it real, tell the truth. Shit. So he fucking left and stuff. And so I asked my daughter, I was like, what you think of him? And she was like, Mama, he is a good man. And I was like, really? She was like, don't mess it up, because you know how you could be. Girl, get out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face, Leo. So then I go in there and I asked my dad, and I was like, hey, Dad, you all right? You want some water? You want something? He was like, no. He said, sit down. He said, sit down, Red. And because Red is what my nickname is. My dad used to call me Red. So he said, I try not to pick your shade trees for you. Y'all know them Louisiana niggas, girl. And they old, too. You know, they always got some type of saying. And I said, pick my shade tree. Picking the person for you. And he said, I don't normally pick your shade tree. He said, because I let you do it on your own because you're hard-headed. You're going to do what the fuck you want to do anyway. I was like, well, I'm my motherfucking father's daughter. So Kia is my name. So anyway, he said, Red, who is that young man? And I said, his name is Damon, and I met him, and I know his brother, and da-da-da-da-da. And not Kaya, baby, Kia. So, I said, well, what is it about him? He said, that's your husband right there. And I'm like, oh, the cancer must have spread to his head. He said, that's your husband right there. And I said, Daddy, why you say that? He said, he'll never leave you. He said, he'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. And he said, that's the type of man I've been praying for you. And let me be clear, my father had never been to church a day in his life. And he said, I was praying for this. He said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. He said, I'm fighting to be here every day. And he said, I feel like I'm leaving here. And he said, I asked God, before I left here that he would give you somebody that had my heart for you. And I said, what, Daddy? He said, I'll be laying up in here. And he said, I know I'm all you got. And he said, I just can't leave you. That's why I be fighting so hard to stay. Keep in mind, they said my daddy should have died a year before this. He said, but I can't. He said, I keep fighting. I can't leave knowing that you're not going to have anybody to take care of you. He said, now I feel like I can go because he sent him. I know who he is. I seen him. He said, but you gonna fuck it up. That's what he said. He said, you gonna fuck it up. He said, because you self-sabotage everything in your life. He said, you do it all the time. You've done it since you was little. You just self-sabotage. And he was like, you can't do this now because I'm not going to be here. This is not pre-recorded, Will, Darby. I'm fucking live. He said, you always do that. You always self-sabotage everything. You always get in your own way. And he was like, I don't want you to do this with him. You can't. And I was like, Daddy, gone on. He was like, no, baby, I'm serious. I'm for real. So we went on to date. And 4 months later, on my father's deathbed, he asked to speak to my husband, not me. I don't know what that conversation was about. I don't know what it was about. I didn't ask at that time. I also didn't know that my husband was coming to see my father when I wasn't around because my dad had failed and they had put him in a nursing home. And it was supposed to be for 2 weeks until I could move him into a bigger home that better facilitated his need. My dad passed on a Wednesday. This happened on a Sunday. After my dad passed, my husband said to me as he was holding me as I was crying, because when they called me and told me that my husband had passed, my father had passed, my husband beat me to the hospital. My husband was on his way to Oklahoma. He beat me to the hospital. And when they let me in to see my father, I passed out. They still had a breathing tube in his mouth. I had passed out. My husband picked me up. They kind of got me together. And that was tough. So a little bit after that, my husband said to me, he said, you remember that day that we went to go see your dad and your dad had asked to talk to me? And I was like, yeah. He said, your dad asked me to promise him something. And I said, well, what did he say? Because I never thought to ask. He said, your dad promised me that no matter what. Oh, excuse me. He asked him to promise him not to ever leave me and to always take care of me. What did he say?
He said, it's time for me to go. He said, I'm tired. He said, he was tired. He said, all I was trying to do was hang on until I found somebody suitable to take care of my lady. That's what he said.
I hope y'all can hear him. He said that my father said to him that he was tired and that he was trying to hang on until he found someone that could that was going to take care of his baby. That made me cry all over again. That's what he said. And he told him that it would be an honor. What he also said, what he say? He know I got a mouth on me or some shit. Look. Baby, come closer so they can hear you. Damn, I'm ready to take this hair out. Fuck.
He said that I know that she's a bit of a firecracker and she has quite a bit of a mouthpiece on her. He said, but as far as I can tell, you're the only person that I've seen so far that can pretty much keep her calm and keep her a little bit sane for the moment. He said, that's all I need. He said, I saw that. He said, I knew that from the first day that you introduced yourself to me, that you was the one.
So, I'm sorry, Daddy.
No, that's it. He said, I was just preparing myself for you to take over. And I said, it will be an honor, and I will do everything I can to make sure taken care of for the rest of my days. He said, that's all I ask.
So, with that being said, I love my daddy and I love my husband.
The funny thing about that whole thing is that I planned on doing that anyway, and it didn't need no magic to do that. I had planned on going anywhere anyway.
So, I'm sorry. This video wasn't even supposed to be about none of this.
Rhea, why did you do that subject anyway? You supposed to be talking about the cool little gizmo that you purchased over there. You got talking about everything else.
um,
But it's okay, man. It's okay.
so I guess because it hurts me so much because people have made a mockery of my relationship and my marriage to him when they call themselves doing videos to out me and that type of shit, calling me whores and thoughts and all of that. When y'all don't even know the story, do you know how blessed I am because of this relationship? It was my husband that started calling me Duchess. And I asked him, why you don't call me queen or princess or nothing like that?
I told you that you got no queens. We got no queens out here.
And it's like, ain't nobody asking me. They just talking and just saying shit. And they don't even understand.
First of all,
I understand it, but
you want to go anywhere?
yeah. Yeah, I fucking did some fucked up shit before I met him almost 10 years ago. But that was the person that I was. Do you understand? But the woman that I became, the bruja that I became, the witch that I became, all of this stuff that I became that well after the fact. I became that well after the fact. It's because I have been through all the shit that I have been through that formed and made and molded me to be the person that I am today. Because of all of that shit, and this is a lesson for y'all, because of all of that shit that I have been through, I am able to weather any fucking storm, tears or not. Because let me be clear, I'm not afraid of no motherfucking body. I have been through hell. If hell is a place, bitches, I have been there. Do you understand? I have been there. And the only thing that bothers me is talking about my children. No matter who, my stepdaughter and my stepson, and my children too. And them motherfuckers ain't shit, but well, my stepdaughter ain't shit, but that's all right. She my ain't shit, ain't stepdaughter. And I deal with her the way I want to. My daughter hard-headed and mean as fuck. But goddamn it, that's my daughter. My husband, whatever, he could be the biggest asshole in the world, but he's my husband. And if y'all don't know the real story, cut that shit out. Calling me whores and all of that shit. Do you even fucking know? Have you even take the fucking time out? People need to stop that. Hell no, I don't judge nobody. No, I don't. Who the fuck am I? Yes, I will make jokes and I will talk about people, but goddamn it, who don't? And for the record, the people that I posted in my group of emails and shit were never my fucking clients. They were some fucking trolls sending me crazy ass fucking throwed off ass emails. That's what the fuck I shared. Okay? Cause I'm gonna go and address all of this shit. Then talking about cause I want to release this shit. Fuck it. Then the talking about I did a GoFundMe account for money. Let me tell you something. My husband worked hard as fuck. Do you understand me? My my husband worked hard as fuck to keep the promise that he made to my dying father. Do you understand? So I don't give a fuck what nobody say about I ain't started shit. I have a member that is in my group that has lung cancer stage 3. This is people talking about shit they don't know. She has stage 3 lung cancer. And she was living in a home that had mold in there and she didn't know. Okay? So it grew a fungus on around the cancer in her lungs. Okay? So I told her 2 years ago, I said, why don't you start a GoFundMe account for you so people tell them your story, tell them everything so people feel connected to you. 2 years ago, she finally did it when she did it. So here's the story on the GoFundMe. So she does it one Saturday night and she texted to me and her family members. It was like 20 people on this text, okay? I didn't even know you could text 20 people at one time. I don't have no makeup on. I didn't slip it all off. This is just me. I ain't even washed my face that good. So she texted to 20 people. It was for $800, y'all. I was at the casino and I had won. What did I win? It was like 470 something. Yeah. So I had wore $470 some at the casino. I had been there like an hour. I was testing out some of my prosperity oil, okay? I was testing out my prosperity oil because whenever I make a new batch, I like to go to the casino. I want to see if it worked for fast look, all of that. That's what I do with my products. So I won $400 and some. She sends me 20 other people the GoFundMe. So I go in there and I read it. And so I get to the car and I tell my husband, I was like, I'm gonna give her this $400. I'm gonna give her $400. That's half of it. So everybody else can just give her the other $400 for the $800. So I gave it to her. Time went on. I get home the next morning. I wake up and the same $400 is all the $400 that she had in there. And only one other person responded to her text than me. And all they said was, girl, I see you every day. You know I'll take care of you. So I didn't say shit. I said, so I reached out to her and because I put the $400, it was anonymous. I didn't even tell her it was for me at the time. So I called her and I said, well, did anybody else send you anything? And she was like, no. And I was like, I tell you what, I sent the $400. And she was like, oh my God, you didn't have to do that. And I was like, okay. I sent the $400 and I was like, what I'll do is I'm going to post it in my group. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow people to want to plant a seed because remember, y'all, I'm always talking about planting seeds. So I said, let me post it in the group and see who want to, give $5, $1, whatever, right? And I said, whatever they don't give, I'll just give you the rest. So I posted it in my group about her GoFundMe. And when I tell you my group showed the fuck out, they gave her at the end of the first day, because I said I was going to keep it up for a day. Then the spirit told me, no, let people do it until next Friday. She had $4,000 and some in 2 fucking days. Real talk. They showed the fuck out. Family you goddamn right, family take care of family. And she only asked for $800. So I was like, I couldn't believe it. I started checking it like it was my shit. I was like, oh my God. Like, I cried for her. So I sent that screenshot of the $4,000 to her text because I wanted people to see what the fuck she got. Okay? My group ain't no cult. I am very particular about the people that I put in there as much as I can be. But there are so many different fake profiles, and that's how that girl got all that information on me. She did a fake profile. I probably let her in, and she was screenshotting shit and putting it out there for y'all to see. So that's what happened with the GoFundMe. Now, let me be very clear. She was like, after she got that 4,000 and some dollars, she talked to her mom and them who ain't gave her a dollar. Her mom was like, you need to put the real amount that you need on there. So she changed it from from 800 to what did she put? 16,000? Because 16,000 was really what she needed, not $800. $800 was just for her medication. Her treatments for the fungus, not the cancer, is $4,000 a treatment. And so I told her, I said, I can't tell you what to do, right? I said, but you need to do two things. Number one, change that amount back to $800. I don't know why the fuck you listen to your mom and them who ain't gave you shit to begin with. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. And I don't mean to offend anybody, mom or their family, but let's be clear. Don't wait now to after everything is fucking over with. Now everybody got an opinion what you need to do, right? I was like, no. And don't up that amount like that because you'll make people think that you're trying to take advantage of them. Listen, I don't try to scam or take advantage of anybody, goddammit. And if you're not satisfied with something that I've done or haven't done for you, fucking reach out to me. I'm busy as fuck too. But goddamn, I'm still gonna try to take care of it as best as I can. I am just one person. So I told her, I said, you don't want to put $16,000 in jumping because you got 4,000 because you won't get another dime. What I said to her was, and this is real shit, I said, people want you to win, right? But they don't want you to win bigger than them. That's what I told her. I said, so by you putting 16,000, it's almost like a fucking slap to the face of everybody that donated to you, giving you the 800, even though you do need 16,000, my nigga. I was like, still, don't do the game like that because you'll make people think you trying to take advantage of them. People want to see you win. But don't nobody want to see you come up with $16,000 and they ass is hungry and shit too. And they ass is struggling and shit too. I said, keep it 100. Keep your motherfucking 800 on there like you started off, right? Because, and I said, in the second thing I told her to do, post that shit. Post your receipts, post your medication, post where they money is going so people can see what you doing with the money. That's what I told her. She said, well, I wanted to give you $1,000. I was like, no, I gave you 400. I don't want that. I wanted to plant a seed. You ain't got to give me shit. Just make sure you always doing the right thing. That's what the fuck I told her. So that's what happened with the GoFundMe shit. I didn't create it. I don't want nothing from it. I just wanted her to be blessed. So she went back on there. She said she didn't even want to put her husband on there because she thought that people weren't going to give her nothing because she have a husband. I said, fuck that. He part of your family too. He the one to take care of you. We got to learn how to uplift our brothers and shit. Especially when they doing the right fucking thing. And he doing the right fucking thing. He don't have to stay with you. He ain't got to wipe your ass when you be throwing up, pissing and shit on yourself. But he right there. He going through the struggle with you. Why won't you talk about your husband and the good things that he doing for you? Because I'm going to talk about mine and I don't give a fuck what nobody have to say. You want to know why? Because when I was sick, when I was down, when I was fucking out, it was my husband that washed my ass. When I was bleeding their motherfucking word and they thought I had lupus, it was my husband. When I lost all my motherfucking hair and I was sitting on the edge of the bed crying, my husband said, I want to hear this shit. Turn the motherfucking clippers on and shave my motherfucking head. And that was the best motherfucking look I ever goddamn had. I bleached that shit, put me some motherfucking lashes and some contacts in, and you couldn't tell me nothing till my hair grew back. My hair grew back. So I said, put your husband on there, tell your stories, post your pics, let people feel like they could gravitate to you, that this is very honest with what you're doing. You need help. The fact of the matter is she had 2 fucking kids. She got 2 kids that are in high school that are seniors. They need shit. Put that out there because for those who going to help you, they're going to help you. And for those who don't, they won't. But always be truthful. That's why can't nobody bend me over a barrel about anything that I've ever done in my whole entire life. And if you leave because I'm saying this, you weren't really there for me any motherfucking way. You was just here for the fucking ride. And to get what you could get from me and then go on. That's the truth. But that's what people do though. I was never afraid of me, of all that stuff that was posted about me. And for the record, and let me be clear, I haven't posted or reported anybody's page. I ain't did none of that. I ain't reported not one fucking video. I said, keep them up. I was telling people, leave these folks alone. Fuck them. Leave them alone. I'm still fucking saying it. But you know who reported that shit? It was people that I didn't help, that they love me. They was the one that was doing it. And they was telling me after they done fucking did it. I didn't want none of this shit to happen. I said, leave it alone. Because at the end of the day, those who going to be there for you, they will. Those who won't, they won't. That's the truth. I ain't never been ashamed of nothing I've ever did. I have made my fucking mistakes, but it is through my growth that I have become like this. When I was doing all of that shit, was in the world like that, I was doing magic. I was doing blood magic on money. I was doing all of that shit. And I was doing it the wrong way. But when you do stuff the wrong way, you are always, always, always gonna have to deal with the repercussions of that. That's why I don't fuck with nobody like that. I'm not gonna, this shit talking about I hex people if they don't pay me. Man, let me tell you something. You ain't never gotta fucking pay me. I turn down money all the time. I turn down work all the time. If I was a scammer or people taking advantage of people, I would be taking everything in, but I don't. I will not. I shall not. The only thing that I've ever been guilty of is not really knowing the rules of YouTube, right? And not wanting to say no to people. Because at the end of the day, you want to fucking help everybody. But I realize I cannot. I am not the only factor in why your work don't work. You are. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. To those who practice magic and are spiritualists and everybody else that follow me, please note. Everybody is responsible for their own work too. Everybody's responsible for their own energy. I don't give a damn what you say. You can't pay nobody to do work for you, but you don't play a part in your own shit.
It's like motherfucking praying to motherfucking
You,
Jesus.
it's
Waiting on him to do it.
right. And it's exactly like that. It's just like going to church, praying for Jesus to make a move in your life, but you are not making any steps. Even the Bible says, order your steps. Order your steps. That is the universal law. Hello?
Look at that.
I have sit and I have watched stuff and I don't care if they post 15 goddamn videos about me. Because listen, all you do is make people come to my channel. All you do is make people, because when they watch one video, they start watching them all. All you doing is making people email me. This is not affecting my fucking income in a negative way at all. It's not. And for those who leave and for those who don't want to fuck with me, don't. Bye. You weren't meant to ride her out with me anyway. Do you know how much fucking good press and advertisement that I've gotten from this? Do you know? Do you know how many criminal cases now that people need help with criminal work that they seeking me out? Do you know? Are you aware? And let's be clear. My criminal case work, especially when it starts off with felonies and stuff like that, I charge a grip for it. And guess what? I got 37 people at this time that know how much I make ready for me to say yes so they could send me their money. So none of this has affected me in a negative way. And I'm not going to battle anybody. So you can watch it, go back and tell her, I don't care. I don't have to be a battle witch. I'm not going to be a battle witch. And for the record, I'm not trying to be calm and not ghetto and not none of that. No, ma'am. I just choose what I give my energy to. And because of these videos, I have a lot more energy to put in with all my new clients. So please, just because I'm not out, I'm not going to do that. And I don't want y'all saying, y'all don't have to say nothing. Let them say whatever they want. Mama don't care. And for the record, I never told anybody to call me mama. I don't even like my kids calling me mama. Because it seemed like they turned that bitch on. That bitch, mama, leave me the fuck alone. People call me mama because it's something in me that resonates to them. A lot of people that call me mother is because sometimes they have had very bad relationships with their own mother. And when I talk to them and I counsel them and I do consultations for them, I talk to them as their mother should have been talking to them. That's why they call me that. It is not because I tell them to. My daughter was home from Korea on her way to Japan, and she woke me out with mama. And if it wasn't her, it was my granddaughter. My granddaughter calls me mama too. So yeah, let people say whatever they want. You can't stop nobody from talking about you. You can't. And then talking about other witches, whether they real or whether they fake, who in the fuck cares? Listen, I never did any videos to think that I was this person or that person or this person, and I'm the know-it-all of this and the know-it-all of that. Calling me a fake witch, I don't care about that. I didn't call myself a witch until fucking 2015 or 16 because witches really, I mean, I never really had a name for it. I know my mama used to say bruja all the time because what you guys don't understand is I've been doing this before YouTube. I got on YouTube because people, my clients, encouraged me to do it. Okay? Priestess Creole Queen is wonderful. I said I loved her videos. I loved her personality. She didn't have to teach me anything. Already been doing this. I was reading tarot cards in fucking high school. I was reading for my teachers. My love consultations can be rough at times. Yes, they can be. Because before you ask me to do work for you, I have to break you down to the nearest tenth because I got to figure out why you wanting what you want. That's why. I never got on YouTube ever thinking I would have 18,000 or 19,000 followers. Never. Never. I got on this bitch because I wanted to talk about magic, and I saw everybody else talking about magic. I'm talking about magic too. I just started monetizing my videos. I had never did that before either. Didn't even really know nothing about it. Because I don't make my money off YouTube. That's why I turned the shit off. Most of the big money that I make is from people right here locally, where I'm from. Did you know that? Because my mama had a name, and I have one too now because of her. Legacy. That's what she left me. I am solidified in who I am and what I am. And I want y'all to be solidified in who you are too. All I have ever done was speak on empowering people. Never said I was perfect. I make mistakes. I ain't fucking perfect, man. I'm still a person. And when to those who said that because I made the comment, I'm not a witch 24/7, I don't want to be, but I am. But I don't want to be. I'm an empath, and I'm not just an empath. I'm not just an empath where I feel things. I feel them in a physical way too. I don't even like people touching me because if you're going through something physically, I will feel your pain. I don't even like that. I don't like that shit. So anyway, this video was technically not supposed to talk about any of the stuff that I actually talked about, but I feel like it kind of need to be said. Those young ladies can still contact me, and I would love to have a conversation with them because we want to talk about fantasy versus reality. And I feel like even at this point, thank you, even at this point, even at this point, I'm still welcome to talk to them because I don't want, everybody saying I got a beehive like Beyonce, a beehive and a wasp nest. I didn't report anybody. I'm not the reason why anybody's channel got whatever. That I had people tell me, well, I'm supposed to report them to the FBI and all of that. I didn't want that for them because I done been in trouble. That shit is so motherfucking easy to get into, and that shit hard as fuck to get out of. I don't want nobody getting in trouble. I said let the video stay up. I said fuck the shit. Let them say whatever they gonna say. I
You can't.
I was like, you can't control what people gonna say about you. The only difference between me and them is my shit public knowledge and they shit probably ain't. I don't wanna, I wasn't trying to fuck with anybody. Like I wasn't. I've had so many damn spiritualists email me, sending me pictures of stuff they done on them. I'm like, no. I don't hex people for free. Let me be clear. I will do hexing work. Oh, yes, I will. Yes, I will. First, if it's warranted, because you don't hex innocent people, I have to see what the intent is. But I only hex for pay. So for all those who think that that's all the fuck I do, I don't do that. I don't hex for free. I don't hex for free. I don't think that a lot of times is needed because eventually things are gonna happen on their own. But I don't, and I do it well. Thank you, Key Web. I will, but I don't do it for free. I don't just be sitting up. I'm gonna hex you. I'm gonna do this to you. I don't do that. Most of the times, what you would get from me is a straight fuck you. Look, my husband started laughing, but it's true. That's really what you. That's how you gonna get. You don't like me? Fuck you. I don't care. But hey, like I don't hold on to stuff like that. Like when I'm mad, I deal with it then. Then when I'm over it, I'm just over it. I don't do that. I don't do that. So with everything that's been said, for everything that's been said, everything that's been done, this, and that. Listen, y'all. Let this be a lesson for everybody. Let it be a testament for everybody. You gonna win some, you gonna lose some. If I've ever had a client who did not like my work or whatever the case may be, I really wish that they would just talk to me or reach out to me. Because we can work anything out. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might not get the movement that you want, but a lot of times people don't understand the answer that you get. A lot of times is the answer that you meant to receive. I say that. I ain't never told nobody no bullshit, and I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to deal with motherfuckers if the shit don't go right. So I put all my shit out there in the beginning. I will step because I want you to get yourself together. I would get on my motherfucking clients like that. Hell yeah. If you out there doing some shit and I'm telling you don't do the shit, don't do the shit. So, moving on. I bought this thing from Earthbound. Oh, Earthbound has these huge fucking book of shadows. Huge fucking book of shadows. And they also had these. I'm gonna go get one of them book of shadows. But this is what I got. It said the decision maker. This is what this video was supposed to be about. The decision maker. So I got this when I went. I'm also going to get, they got a huge fucking book of shadows. That bitch is big. I'm gonna go back and get it. And I'm thinking about having a giveaway. And I'm gonna go back and get it because they're like $100 a piece. And I think I'm gonna give 2 away. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it though. But I think I'm gonna give them away. I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get maybe like, I'm gonna spend a couple of $100. Maybe 300 because I'm gonna buy 3. I'm gonna buy 1 for me. And then I'm gonna give a giveaway. I don't know what the giveaway is gonna be, but I'm gonna think of something. Oh, also too, I'm going to do my herb video still, and I'm also going to do. I'm gonna have a like a video blog about different emails. See, I'm gonna take every experience that I got from this, and I'm gonna use it to my best. So now they made a thing saying that I out my fucking clients. Those were my clients. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give you guys an email so that if you have an issue or something and you want to discuss it, not necessarily for work, But what I am going to have it is if you have a question, I'm going to answer some questions from this email I'm going to create. And I'm going to do a video on, that's right. And I'm going to do a video on the questions that are being sent. So you can see some of the crazy shit that I get in my email. I'm going to share it with everybody. So, yeah. So anyway, about this decision maker. So this is how it looks. That's how it looks. And I guess that's the bottom of it. It's not very heavy at all. But it's supposed to, I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on, let me just turn the camera the other way. Shit. It's raining too. It's raining where I'm at too. So anyway, this is the decision maker. And if you look on there, it says try again, ask a friend, yes, maybe, definitely, no way. Right? And so I guess you answer a question, and it is kind of like a pendulum. I think this is like the longest live video I've ever done. Oh, it says try again. I didn't really ask a question. So the first person that asks me a question, I'm going to ask this, and then we'll see what it answers for you. So somebody give me a question. Rebecca Gillard said, am I pregnant? All right, Rebecca. Is Rebecca pregnant? Let's see. All right, Rebecca, since you know your answer, let's see what this says too. It says no way. So are you pregnant, Rebecca? Ah, she said nope. All right. Okay. Let me see. Let me find another question. Let me see. Let me look through. When will my son come to live with me? When will my son come to live with me? No, you can't ask like that. It has to be, let me see. It has to be like a yes or no, I think. Uh LaShawn Bostick said, will I get remarried? Will LaShawn Bostick get remarried? Will LaShawn Bostick get remarried? Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much, baby. That motherfucker said, try again. All right. He said, try again. All right. Will LaShawn get remarried? Let's try this shit again. He said, try again. All right, Miss LaShawn. Let's see. So, I ain't doing shit. It's on its own. Girl, say ask a friend. So I guess you need to ask a friend. Let's see. I'll do a couple more. Let's see. K Dub says, is my boyfriend for me? K Dub said, is my boyfriend for me? Guys, let me let y'all see, because you know y'all be tripping. Oh, that motherfucker say ask for a friend too. It's just stuck right there. Okay, one more question, and then I'm gonna go. And it's rainy Saturday. Carla Phillips, huh? Boy, shut up. Okay, let me see. Carla Phillips said, "Will I buy a new home this year?" And let me. Woo. Carla Phillips said, "Will I buy a new home this year?" Will Carla Phillips buy a new home this year? And again, we are using the decision maker that I got from Earthbounds. It said definitely. Man, y'all probably gonna check this out. It said definitely. All right. I know I said one more question. Let me do one more. Let me do one more. Let me do one more. Crimson Goddess. What did you say? What's your Oh, Crimson Goddess says, will O get job next week? Will O get job next week? Okay, Crimson, let's see. Will O get a job next week? This was just $9.95, y'all. Will O get job next week? Oh, will she get a job next week? Well, I thought she was saying, oh, like it's somebody initial. You know how y'all be doing. Don't want nobody to know all y'all shit. Will she get a job next week? That bitch say no way. Well, maybe next week, baby. Maybe the week after that, okay? Maybe the week after that one, honey. Maybe the week after that one. Louisa said, will my surgery go well? Well, I'm claiming that it will go well for you no matter what this say, baby. You will come out of that. But we're gonna let me see. Louisa R says, will my surgery go well? Well, we're receiving in the spirit that it will go well for you, darling, but we're gonna ask it. And again, I got this from Earthbound. It was like $9.95. I tell y'all what, whoever I read or do a consultation for the next week, I'ma fucking do this for them too. Because it's interesting. It said ask a friend. Shit, your friend better be your goddess. No, I was playing. Yes, you need to trademark your business. You don't need that for that. Shit. Well, anyway, Earthbound, I think you can go to earthbound.com or whatever the case may be, and you can get this. This is literally like $9.95. That's what this video was supposed to be about. And that's the picture. It's called the Decision Maker. It's really lightweight. I'm sure it's some type of magnet or something like that underneath. You're very welcome, Louisa. I speak many blessings over you and your surgery. Um, no, you don't have to hold it. There's nothing, just see. That's it. So many blessings to everybody. I thank you guys for your patience and everything that go along with me. Light and love to you all. One more time. All right, give me a question. Inspirational by map. By map. I'll do it one more time for y'all. Give me a question. Hit me, baby, one more time. Well, thank you. I can be a bitch too. A witch bitch accordingly to them. Um, will I get a job? Will I get a job? Inspirational by Mom said, will I get a job? Thank you, Lady Lyrical. Blessings to you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go get it. It's like $9.95. Me and my assistant, Midnight, man, say we did so many damn questions on this thing yesterday. I think we burnt it up. O'Shan, you better hurry up. It says ask a friend. Will you get a job within the next 30 days? This is my last one for real, y'all. Y'all be extra in the motherfucker. All right, my last one. This is for Nahas O'Shan. Girl, how y'all say this? She wants to know when she get a job in the next 30 days. This is really pretty cool, y'all. I don't know how accurate this shit is, but you know. Tiffany Chase, yes, be a thought on your date. It's an ex friend. All right, guys. All right, guys. This is the video for the decision maker. Um, y'all be sweet. Y'all have a really good Saturday. Thank you, Louisa. Many blessings to you. Um, will you be a thought? Girl, be a thought. Go ahead, girl. Be a thought. I was a thought with my husband. Shit. After that little first date, I was like, you want to fuck? He was like, we can wait for that special moment. That special moment is now. You want to fuck? So anyway, you guys have a great day. It's raining here. I'm glad I got this curly weave in for that. But you guys have a great day. I love y'all. I wish you all the best. Keep following me, keep learning. I am thinking about doing a internet radio show. I'm thinking about doing a blog talk as well. Especially if I'm going on the road this summer as well. If you guys want to go to my website, book a love consultation, if you should stay with him or leave, if you need to do work on him or not, go to my website. It is www.magicalladyduchess.com. That's MAGICKAL.com. Go to consults and readings. What happened with my ancestry results? I need to do a video on it. I need to do that. I need to do a video on that. I love you guys. Many blessings to y'all again. And don't let it get y'all down. Life, period. Use magic when it applies. Because sometimes all you need is a cool fuck you. Bye.